Oh, fuck yourself, Chico.
All right, what's going on? Welcome to This Degenerate Life. We're here with Eliza O.
Whoop.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Eliza O. I'm a female comic.
Our very first.
Yep, here we go.
So how long ago did you get started in comedy?
A year and a couple
Well,
months
so-
ago.
A couple months ago?
Yeah, because I turned 21 last year. So then I was finally able to go to the bars and hang out.
When
And
you
I
turned, I think you told me when you first turned 21 was like the day you did open mics or like that week?
No, it was that week that I went to my first one, but I didn't get on stage until I think June or July.
Okay.
Yeah. I was feeling it out a little bit. But I wanted to do this since I was 10, so I'm psyched.
So you decided to come stalk the mics a little bit.
Oh yeah, I just came by.
That's what I did when I started. I would just go
Yeah.
watch. But it wasn't even comedy mics because I wasn't 21 yet. I'd go watch the music mics and people would be playing the ukulele and stuff. And I'm like, how would my set fit in between this guy and then slam poetry?
Yeah. I did that. I did the Download does a music open mic, and I did comedy at that. They were like, what do you need? And I was like, how much time do I have? They were like, 15 minutes. I was like, oh, okay. Sure.
That's standard for your first.
Yeah, really.
I loved that throughout the entire time that they did that mic, they never were like, when a comedian asks, tell them half that amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Or tell them 5 minutes. But they're like, nah, because a 15-minute spot is like setting up your equipment or playing 3 songs. But all the shitty comics, like Corey, myself, anybody else that goes and does that mic,
Yeah.
just embarrasses himself for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
When you first went to the mic, were you like, I'm funnier than these people?
No, it's weird because people that the scene talks about, oh, I'm so fucking glad they're gone, or I hated her, I hated him. I remember going up to them after their set and being like, I'm gonna start doing comedy, I thought you did well, and then I'm hearing all this shit and I'm like, oh, well, I didn't know them.
Name names.
Rachel something?
Oh, Miles, I think.
Sure.
Yeah, I've never met her. You know her though.
Yeah, I do. And she always does very well in front of her crowd.
I was her crowd, I guess. I liked her.
I mean,
And
there's
was
this famous...
a female comic! And I was so excited.
No, Rachel's
about it.
funny. If Rachel's consistent enough, you know what you're gonna get out of Rachel Miles. You're not gonna be she's not gonna go up there and try a bunch of new material and just bomb.
There's
Some of us do.
Yeah.
I mean, there's famous comedians that I'm like, they suck. You know?
That's true.
So,
And Rachel Miles, she gets backed by a lot of people in Chico, so there's a lot of people that like her shit.
right.
I personally
cool.
don't really like her shit, but I used to follow her on Instagram, and she would post pictures of her period, just in the toilet, and she'd be like, hashtag fuck your feelings, and I'm like, my feelings are kind of hurt right
Everyone's feelings on the period.
Yeah.
Yes.
now. I didn't have very good feelings about seeing that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just on her story; it'd be on the feed. So
Can't avoid it.
yeah, it can't. It's just there.
Do you guys watch Instagram stories? I don't.
When I'm bored,
You shouldn't.
I do when a friend tells me, did you see this person's? And I'm like, no, but I can look at it now if you really want to talk about it.
yeah. I mean, there's only 5 to 10 stories I'll watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's how many followers you have.
Yeah, I'm like, I
Yeah,
hear 5 to 10 friends.
Yeah, 5 to 10 friends.
I don't have that on my the people that I follow their stories. I feel like it displays the ones that I care about. Because there's a few that I want to watch, and I'm not gonna admit who it is because it's just like Phil's story. I'll be like, oh, when Phil posts, shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah. One time he posted his dick on a story, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and mute these stories.
I'm gonna go ahead and never want to see that again.
That's why
That's why you tune in.
Stop. Who knows what's going on with Phil? See what's up. Moved to San Diego. It's warmer weather.
Warmer weather.
It's crazy.
Less crazy bitches.
I don't know. Just different crazy
More
bitches.
scantily clad.
They don't know
crazy
about 'em
bitches.
yet.
Ones he doesn't know yet.
Yeah, they'll find out.
Yeah, it's a whole new pool to ruin his life.
I
It's
saw
all a
he
big
posted.
adventure.
I saw he posted an open mic today, and it really hurt my feelings. I was like, God damn it, dude. He's gone.
He's gone.
Yeah. He is gone, but I mean, he has a chance to get past at the Comedy Store, La Jolla. Now,
No, he doesn't.
you don't think so? Why would he?
I don't know. Honestly, I was talking to someone about this, and I was like, when I came into the scene, Phil and TJ, the top guys, I respected them, and I was like, oh, good crowd control, you're funny, you got your stuff, and now I'm you've just plateaued. I don't really see any, if Phil didn't go last, what material would he have? you know? Other than listening to everyone else's and, like, then making jokes out of that. Or, like, playing with the audience. He does do that very well. But, like, I haven't heard a new thing out of TJ in forever.
No,
And I'm like, I
ever.
still, like, I respect them, but it's like, it went up and then it's just like, you're still up there, but you're not doing anything else.
Right. Like, when the El Rey starts their shows back up, those guys will probably be the ones to host it. Nobody
Yeah.
else was considered, for sure.
Well, it's like, how would they even know? You know, it's like they're buddies, right?
I think they asked Becky Lynn to do one.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
I think she said no.
You said no?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why?
all right.
I
I
don't
would
know.
say no to that.
I don't know. Maybe she was booked somewhere else or something.
Well, I mean, it's like, they don't ever come to, like, any of the shows out here, right? It's like, how would they even know what the talent is?
They wouldn't. They would ask Phil.
And Phil would be like, me?
Yeah.
I got a good guy.
Me and my friends.
Or they'd ask me, and they'd go with, like, somebody that's not me. Which is fine.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
me. Okay, but who else?
Yeah, pretty much. Which is okay.
So I know you do a lot of improv. Are you more in improv or comedy?
I started out kind of in improv.
Is that where
but-
you met Mitch?
Yes, it is where I met Mitch for the very first time. Before I saw him as a comic, I did one improv class with him. And
Did he have a bunch of fake chairs hitting over his head?
No, but he did make every comment toward me very sexual, and I was the only woman in the room. And
So
how
what was the
flattering!
scene?
But like he'd turn it from like this is a conversation at Chili's to like, hey babe, wanna fuck? And I'd be like, no.
Well, I
Why
love
wouldn't you just play along?
Yeah, and yes, right?
Gross.
And yes.
Yes, and.
Yes, oh, there it is.
Yes, and yes.
And yes.
And no.
Yeah, you probably thought you were the worst guy. It sucks going up with Eliza. She never wants to play along.
I'm so much better
main-
improv. You're gonna get better.
He
Don't
would,
worry.
he would say one line for real, and then the main, like, the head of it would come in and be like, so we're gonna switch things up. Like, he would just cut him off at every chance. And I was like, well, thanks for that, but shit, man.
That's funny. Did he ever like do like wrestling characters? Tell me.
I only took that one class with him.
Oh, you only did one.
Yeah. And I
Then you're
just,
like, I'm going to go a
avoided
different
eye
way.
contact the whole time. But, yeah, I don't know. He wasn't very good at that either.
What's
so.
he good at? Better at stand-up or improv?
Improv, I guess. Because the scene doesn't have to be funny, you know? It just has to keep going.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think improv helps you with comedy. Like,
Right.
I mean, it helps me with mine because a lot of my stuff is I'll
That's what
start out
everybody
with
says.
something and then, like, the best stuff comes, like, making it up on the spot, too.
Sure. Being able to riff.
So. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
every big comedian that I've heard their podcasts all talk about, like, I took improv because
Improv.
it helps your stand-up.
Yeah.
I did a show that it was with the Click, the Chico Live Improv Comedy
Mhm.
guys, and they went like because it was crazy because they just like asked to be on the show. They're like I don't know how it went. I was
Yeah.
doing the show with the Gnarly Deli guys, Nick and Eve,
Mm-hmm.
and then Eve was like, "Hey, could the Click guys be on the show?" And I was like, "I guess." Like, all right.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, "How much time do they want?" And they're like, at least like 30 minutes." I'm like, all right, like trying to figure out how am I going to put this improv show and this comedy show together.
Yeah.
I decided to put the improv at the end, which definitely made the most sense because it was like after the last stand-up went up, they like grabbed the stage and moved it out of the way and just like started doing improv for like 30 minutes. I don't even think they've made it 30 minutes, but it was
Yeah.
so awkward.
Oh. Yeah, some crowds aren't for that, you know?
I think the crowd enjoyed it, but it was still awkward.
Mm.
It,
It's
that,
improv.
that was just the kind of night it was.
You know? I started the first improv club at my high school.
Did-
That was
Did you?
I sure did.
You left your legacy.
My senior year, yeah, and then I like handed it off to someone. It's not going now, but
Oh.
for like 2 years after I left, it did. And I was like, cool. I didn't really know improv then, but we played some games. It was
Were you
fun.
like an improv bully to like everyone else at school?
No,
You're like, you can't sit with
I was
us.
a drama bully.
Drama bully?
It was different.
You can sit at our table if you can do a 5-minute monologue.
Yeah, from memory.
Yeah. Can't? Oh, bye.
Bye. No, we were the least cool kids ever. They never knew anything that was going on. Like, they knew when every football game was happening. And then with drama, it was like, we have a big play we've been rehearsing for months. And then they're like, what? We have theater?
Isn't it weird they do pep rallies for like sports and not like drama club?
I mean, I don't do a fucking pep rally, but
But wouldn't it be cool?
the other ones could be canceled. That'd be cool.
Eh.
That was part of the draw when I went to Chico State. I was like, they don't have a football team. I don't have to worry about that shit anymore.
Right? I went to a school that's like basically everyone's black except for me, and then like they have like what this town did is they put in like this very gifted program at the school so there could actually be like integration.
Okay.
I was in Florida, so
Okay.
and basically what that turned out to be in sports wise is we had really good basketball, football teams, but baseball, what I played, like we sucked. Like everyone like had pride when they wore their football jerseys to school, but like when we had to tell people to take their baseball jerseys to school, no one did it.
Yeah.
You'd be like two people.
Everybody just goes there to try to transfer out.
Yeah, I mean, I got kicked out of my school when I was zoned for drinking at a football game, and then I had to go to that school.
Which that should not be against the rules. It should be encouraged.
They should sell beer.
They should offer beer for the students if you stay there. If you stay within the quarters, like that. How
If you stay there.
If you don't, like
feel free to drive home, kids.
Be the cool high school. If you're gonna drink here.
How are memories supposed to be made?
Yeah, I mean, it was not very safe for me to approach the homeless guy jacking off in the alley, then have him buy me liquor.
But what other choice did you have?
Exactly. I didn't have any other choice. They put me at that risk. You know? And as a result, I got kicked out of my school.
But you joined the military.
I did.
Oh, I forget about that. You do not carry yourself like a military man.
Yesterday was his day.
I think that was an insult, I guess. What do you mean by that?
I just like, because normally military guys like,
And I'm like,
and I don't know.
That's how tall he is.
You're just, so,
Can't help that.
I mean, I don't. It's not my identity, but
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's another way of putting it, I guess. Yeah, that's not like the first thing.
It's not the only thing I've ever done in my life. Yeah. I also I do 5 minutes of stand up every week.
You do.
You're killing it, man.
So
you do.
That's a big part of my identity.
Yeah. Sometimes we get 7 minutes, and then that's what a great week.
Oof, I talk about it all week.
We might tonight. Who knows?
Who knows?
It's like 32 degrees outside. Who's coming to this?
We passed me a beer.
Yeah.
Thank you. I put the beer purposely by you so I can make a woman serve me beer.
Oh, I thank you. Quality entertainment. Fellas.
Reminder, our first.
Reminder, I'm the first woman here. Can we guess why?
So you were saying that you thought the Chico scene was sexist?
I was not, but I certainly can. That is certainly something that has been said by me. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's like because comedy is just such inherently like a male-dominated field.
Sure.
And like it kind of always has been. And there's been breakthrough women or like the first one to do this or like a female comic. You know, it's a big thing. And we have to prove ourselves, but I think we have to prove ourselves so much more and we have to be so much more just like to keep it. We have to keep it consistent. Otherwise, it's like, well, she's a girl. At least she's cute. Like,
I feel like on a local level, there's less to prove because it's easier to be the funniest woman comic in a small town, and women do want to see other women comics. That's why you'll see somebody like Rachel Miles be like a big deal in Chico, or like people are like she's so funny because she's the only one that's relating to that group, that audience, the women that come to the shows. But like on a famous level, the most famous women comedians usually just got picked by like the industry. They're not even that funny. You know what I mean?
Like who?
Like, I don't.
Do you guys watch female comics?
Like Amy Schumer is not that funny. I mean, Amy Schumer's early specials very funny, but if you watch the later ones that they're still pushing, she was not the most talented woman comedian in the world. I was watching Taylor Tomlinson videos, and she's very funny.
I like her. Yeah, I follow her.
But she's a road comic, so there's not a ton, but there are funny women road comics, but...
I wouldn't say she's a road comic. She's got Netflix specials.
She has one, yeah.
She has one, and then she has like a 15-minute one, too.
Oh, yeah, on one of the little bite-sized ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's real funny.
Nikki Glazer is not funny.
Yeah, she's one that I don't like.
She's not funny.
She's a good roaster, though. Like, epic roaster.
Sure, I mean, whoever wrote the jokes for her.
I mean, I think she did. I don't think anyone else. Maybe.
I have no idea.
But people write jokes for Chris Rock, though, and he's regarded as one of the most talented people in the world.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. So, a lot of hypocrisy in the world.
I mean, I see what you're saying. I see it I have a different perspective. I think it's like, if you're good at comedy as a girl, like, you have more opportunity.
Well, yeah, if you're good at comedy as a guy, you have more opportunity too. But
less, I'd say.
Less? Well, just because it's a numbers game.
Right.
Like what Dylan was saying, like it's
There's
easy.
a lot more dudes.
But like, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like...
It's easier to be special. Because there's like what, 9 out of 10 people that do comedy are men?
Yeah.
And then 9 out of 10 people that do comedy are even funny. So then you've got like such a low percentage of funny women comics. And there's a few. I mean, every town has several women comics, and they have a ton of men comics, and most of those guys suck hella bad. Even in our own scene, like nobody really stands out as.
In the Sacramento scene too, it's far.
A lot of shitty comics.
Far and few, yeah. I mean, let's see. If I think about funny female comedians in Sacramento, I'll say Wendy comes to mind, obviously.
Yeah, Wendy's hilarious.
Jackie's not bad.
Jackie's hilarious too. But aside
from... I've never seen Becky Lynn.
Becky's very funny as well.
Yeah, Becky's good. I did Duffy's with her one time.
Yeah, there are good women comics, but there are shitty ones too. There's open micers.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I just got...
There's people...
Speaking of which,
I just got booked by one.
Yeah, like... Lola.
Well, I wouldn't think about you. I'll say about a different... I got booked by a Sacramento open micer.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Congratulations, man. We're very happy.
Yeah, it's my big break.
We're thrilled.
Yeah, I'll never get booked by her. I had a little falling out. I don't know. I've been on this thing where a tear of just self-destructive behavior on the internet, where I'll just burn bridges.
Yeah.
But they're always with people I don't give a fuck about anyway. So I feel like I'm also growing as a person.
Well, but then they turn into have the most fucks about you.
Yeah, they do sometimes.
Yeah.
But aside, not even mentioning that one bitch Kelly who always gets brought up, but there's people she's a bandwagoner as far as haters go. I have had haters before her, and I'll continue to acquire other people after her, like Lola. But we'll be cool with Lola. Maybe she'll come to the mic again someday.
I tried to ask if you could get on that show.
I bet she said no.
Yeah, she said no.
Yeah.
She's like, ask Sam. I'm like, nah, you ask him.
Yeah. I mean, but she clearly doesn't care about having funny comedians on her show.
Well, my show is Saturday with Lola. Yeah, no, she's fine. She's nice. I like her. I don't have a problem with her. I didn't get in an internet fight with her.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with her too. I got in an internet fight with her, and now I'm never gonna apologize. So we'll just we'll see each other in a room and be like, oh fuck. Oh, shit.
I feel like she could probably get over it. Probably, right?
Yeah.
She had a big old war with Andre, and now she's running through him again. So.
No, really? I didn't really know that much about that, but.
He's one of my haters is gone.
Yeah, damn it.
That's
not fans. Who else is watching this?
What do you mean?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Do you guys have anyone? Because you guys, obviously, more experience than me. You guys do more shows, go to SAC and stuff than me. Do you guys have people that you're still, excited to watch on stage?
Yeah.
I always want to ask that of people.
Yeah, there are people that I'm
local comedians?
Yeah.
Who are you excited about?
Just not even just here, but SAC or people you've seen. It's I'm excited for that person to come up, or when they get on stage, oh, I hope they tell that joke, or
sure,
I'm excited to see what they do.
Tina San Lucas said she's gonna come up tonight for the mic. I'm excited to see her set.
Okay.
She's not a significant comedian. She's an open micer like we are, but I was excited to see Wendy set on my show that I was on.
Yeah.
I was definitely excited to see how.
That was the best set I've ever seen her do.
Which one?
She killed that comedy competition.
Oh, yeah, that one she murdered. I was talking about the one I did a week or so ago.
Okay.
The comedy competition, she smashed, and then she threw dildos into the crowd afterwards.
Oh, shit.
Literally at me.
Yeah, right in the face.
Damn.
And they never finished that comedy competition. I don't know if they ever will. I'm still viable for a wild card spot.
Yeah, you could get that.
I could get that wild card spot.
Wow. Good luck.
Yeah. Depends how many people I can bring.
I don't know who I get, because it's I feel like the one that did get excited about, I've seen 100 times. So it's I know all their jokes.
Yeah.
I know they're going to kill.
If I lived in Sacramento, I would have wanted to see J.R. de Guzman tonight at the There Goes the Neighborhood tour.
Right. I haven't seen him.
I've never seen him. I've seen his videos, his clips and stuff, and they're very funny. Plays a guitar. He's an Asian dude.
Okay. I don't think I know him.
Yeah, he's one of Laughs Unlimited's comedians. He's very funny.
He's kind of one of the guys that made it, right, from Sacramento?
Yeah, for sure.
Who would you say else has made it?
Kyrie Shabazz.
Right, Kyrie.
I'd say Carlos has made it. Ellis. Anybody that's working the road and, like, paying bills with comedy has, like, made it as far as that I would care. Like, that'd be enough for me.
I would take that back. I'd say Kari Shabazz. Like, I get excited about seeing him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
He was on. He was a judge on the roast I was on, and he. It's just funny how he called out the bullshit for what it was. Like, other judges were like, "Oh, you had a funny joke here and there." He's like, "No, you guys fucking suck. Like, you fucking blew."
You know, one time I did a show at Punchline, and he was on that show too. And after my set, he was like, "Man, they fucking hated you." and the other people in the green room were trying to be cool. They were like, "Oh no, it was whatever." And he was like, "No, fuck that shit."
No.
He's like, "That was horrible. Like, what was that?"
Dude, I love it when people are like that. Honestly, when they're straight like honest to you.
That's why I'm trying to be more like, but then it causes me to have internet fights with people.
Yeah, same. Like
That guy said that to you in person.
Yeah. Well, it's
not over the internet.
But even
and you're not very reactionary.
I do it in person too, and
Okay.
it'll go the same way.
Here's the thing, like Kyrie will say something to someone like, "Hey, you fucking blew," and they're like, Kyrie. And I'll say it to somebody like, "Hey, you want to fucking go in the parking lot?"
You want to fight?
Yeah.
That's because his word means a lot in the comedy community.
Yeah, or it's like another open micer
You're
calling
just
you
being
shitty.
a jerk.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, Kyrie talking to you at all is like a big deal for a lot of
No,
people.
you fucking suck, dude. Get it? Bro, you blew. They didn't laugh once, bro. Yeah.
Can you give me a beer, please?
You can move the beer over here.
Yes.
So we can stop asking.
It's
I think
fine.
Okay.
I think it's fine.
I help mentally ill people for a living. It's okay.
So you're
I
here
can
with two.
be on the job here too.
You did a really good job there. I'm vouch for you.
You give them beer too?
Can you open it for me?
No. Actually, with my job, like we do things with people and not for people. So like I can't.
Let's open our beer together.
Like I can teach you how, and like then you can try.
Ah.
Yeah. It's nice because if they're like, do my dishes, I'm like, we can do the dishes. Like, I don't know where this you comes from. It's we, fam.
That's funny. You like your job? What else do you do? Or what's the official title?
I am an ILS program specialist, I think. It's independent living skills. I just help mentally and physically disabled people like go grocery shopping, get to doctor's appointments.
And is it weird
stuff.
hanging out with Mitch outside of comedy?
Mitch. He's not one of my clients yet, but if he connects with Mainsail, he sure
If he
can.
sticks around at that grocery store he's at and he gets in the union, then maybe he can afford that.
Oh, is he at a grocery store now?
Yeah, he works at Save Mart.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, he's doing better than I am.
Is there a Save Mart versus Safeway?
Like gang wars style shit, or just like
Sure, I don't know.
No, I don't really think so. I mean, he makes more money than I do, which really pisses me off.
How much does he make?
He told me to make $17 an hour.
Okay.
That's more than me too.
Wow,
Damn.
doesn't that piss you off?
A little bit, but like he's gotta have something.
Yeah,
you
he
know?
probably works hard.
He can
Have it,
have
let
a
him have
couple
this.
dollars more an hour. Like, let him have that one thing, guys. Come on.
Yeah, what is your official title? You don't have one anymore?
Landlord?
Slumlord?
Yeah.
You're a landlord now?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I own 7 units now.
Oh, wow. I thought you were going to be like, yeah, we rent out the basement.
Yeah. I rent out the spare room. I'm a landlord.
I seriously?
we do. We do rent it out to my girlfriend's mom, but
Yeah.
I am technically a landlord.
But I'm in charge.
Yeah, just like we're comedians.
Yeah, no, I own 7 units in Cleveland now. So,
Oh, in Cleveland.
yeah. It's the best real estate market out there. If you ever
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to know.
Oh, why thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not terrible place to live, but
I mean, that's why it's great real estate.
Yeah.
That's great.
I did. Some guy did try to pull a gun on me in Cleveland when I was there.
Really?
Yeah, he's
Tried
like,
to pull a gun, like he couldn't get it out.
well,
He was just like, grr, and you were like, well, I'm scared.
Yeah, he's like, as soon as I get this out the holster,
you're black and you're speaking very loudly at me. I'm leaving.
that's it. Yeah, tried to pull a gun.
He's like reaching in his waistband. Yeah, he had a gun, officer. Really, he's just like, I dropped my wallet, and he's like trying to hand it to me. No, I was in a CVS, and I like walked past him. He like yelled on the cell phone, And I ignored. Obviously, like, when I'm not going to be paying attention to him.
Oh, wait. I thought this was, like, landlord time.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing landlord stuff there.
Oh, okay. I was like, now you're in CBS. I thought you were going to be, like, in Unit 1A.
No. One's my tenant.
I was like, why is Brent late?
Because this motherfucker.
Like,
very well. It's a good reason. Have a good day. No, I was in CVS. The guy was like, "Hey, yo, my N-word." I was like, "Oh, well, obviously he's not talking to me. I'm not looking at anybody."
Yeah.
He's like, "Why are you staring at? Why are you staring at me, my N-word?" I was like, just like, like you. Like, okay. I didn't know. I was staring at you. I just kept walking. He's like, "Yo, meet me outside." He's like grabbing his waistband and stuff.
Maybe he just wanted to fuck you.
Maybe he's like grabbing his
He was
dick.
He's
just
like,
like-
damn, bring that military ass over here.
Yeah.
Were you in the army, sir?
Normally you don't carry yourself like you're in the army, but I got a suspicion.
I see past all that.
Alright, I'm gonna restart the camera. So
Restart it? What do you mean?
Huh?
Oh, okay.
Like I didn't start it up like this whole time.
That was a good pregame.
This was just improv. We got it.
And we're live here on this
It was never a real podcast for me. You'd never let a woman on.
We're
Like,
just
we'll
making
let
sure
her
it
think.
works.
She won't listen to it.
We're actually doing a
It's fine.
GoFundMe if you want to like chip in. Like you can be on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What other podcasts you been on? You've been on Jared's, right?
I was on Jared's. Yeah, I think that's the only two. Yeah.
Cool.
That's
Yeah,
about it.
we had Jared on. We haven't put up his episode.
Yeah, we never released this episode.
Yeah, Whiskey Business and then this one. And I've had fun at both so far. So
Well,
here we go.
Which
Whose
one's better?
podcast is?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I don't know yet. We haven't finished this one. We
That's
haven't
true.
taken
that
all
means
the
Whiskey
roads.
Business.
Yeah.
That means I don't know.
Yeah, we had Shannon. We had a fucking
You had
shit.
Sam, right?
Yeah, we've had Sam Mallet. We've had Mitch Ballantyne. 2 of our most listened to episodes.
Have you guys always had a guest, or do you have some where it's just you?
It's a bunch where it's just us.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've had a bunch of people cancel on us last minute.
Yeah. Which is
good.
why you're on tonight.
Which is
No.
why I'm here.
I told you like
That's
2
how
weeks
I've
ago.
gone on shows before, though, and I've been like the only woman or whatever. Yeah.
No, I mean when I was drunk, I was like, you should come on. But you're here. And you
I am,
are the
I'm
very
here.
next guest that we had on. So
I'm
so
fine with
I'm a
that.
man of
I'm
my
not-
drunk word.
I'm not complaining.
Okay.
I'm not trying to throw anything.
I know
in.
you weren't.
Okay. Yeah.
We had
I'm chilling.
we had like Shannon and Andre and then this
And-
dude that sat on the bed with the ski mask.
Yeah.
The whole time.
So bad.
The whole time. Did,
And then he would yell into the camera.
oh, he would just be a voice from nowhere.
And then Shannon was like answering his cell phone on the podcast.
Oh my god.
Shannon was feeling himself that night.
He might feeling himself he was high on coke. Most likely.
All right.
If we had to guess. If I had to guess. I'm making that guess.
I don't know. He didn't offer any, so.
Yeah.
Did not-
That's still typical behavior of someone that's
Far
on
as
coke,
we
right?
know. Yeah.
Pretty disrespectful.
Yeah, that one we didn't release either. Those are only 2 though we haven't released, right?
Well, and we also did the one where you drove around drunk in your car.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I have that one, though. It's...
We're gonna use that as proof if I got pulled over. See, Your Honor, I couldn't possibly drunk. We did a fucking podcast.
He does this all the time.
This is my job.
This is my job. Landlord and podcaster.
And he was interfering with my job. How many minutes have we done?
We're at 30.
20?
30?
Yeah, there we go.
Well, Eliza, what are you doing any new material tonight?
I think so.
Where do you get most of your material from?
Oh boy. Sometimes, honestly, because I live with kids now, sometimes it's them. And they'll say things like, I'm excited to talk shit about their mom tonight. Because, like, she's kind of still in the picture. Like, she's sober right now.
Right.
Because she's on an ankle monitor and, like, has to be. But I'm really rooting for her to not be sober at some point.
You
I'm
should have
just-
invited her out to the comedy show.
I'm just like, dude, she's on house arrest.
We're
She
having-
can't leave.
Well, we're going to her for the next
Oh,
podcast.
are you? Take a nice 3-hour drive and just someone I've never met be like, hey.
So what's it like? You're kind of a stepmom now, right?
Kinda, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm gonna marry this man, so like they're gonna be my stepkids at some point, you know?
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's
Are they
pretty
like,
chill.
can I call you mom? You're like, no, you can call me Miss Odegaard.
No. No, they have not called me mom. Like, Layla, the little one, she's like, who who are you to us? And I'm like, well, the simple answer is that I'm the nanny who gets to fuck dad. Like, that's I'm the living nanny. Like, that's
And
also
someday
part
she'll
of my
get
job,
to hear this.
You know? And someday, honestly, like, the comedy stuff I have on my Instagram, like what I do in comedy, you know, I talk about a lot of shit. I talk about birth control and bulimia and self-harm and all that shit. And, like, they're gonna get old enough where they have an Instagram and they're gonna follow me and be like, what? So,
I mean,
I don't know, stuff to look forward to. Hard conversations
There
to
might
have.
just be so much content that they're like, we don't even care.
We don't even care. I hope they don't.
have you guys talked about marriage?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's definitely happening.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yep.
I'm happy for you.
Found my person. Thank you. Yeah.
Do you think, like, having the kids, is that, like, was that kind of a plus before you knew them, or was it just like, I'm kind of scared?
It was like, you have kids. Like,
Why didn't you tell me?
oh,
Why did you wait till the
no.
5th date?
No, we were on, like, we'd met once before, and then I thought someone else was him at a different bar. Because I'd only met him once, and they look similar.
Did you kiss him right away?
No. No,
Babe!
but I went up to this person, and I was like, you made it! Because I, like, had invited him to a mic. It was the first time I'd seen this person. So I was like, you made it! Like, that's so great! And I went up, and then he said what his name was, and I was like, wait, why did you tell me your name was Blake? And he was like, who are you? Like, you just came up to me for no reason.
That could have been your out.
That could
You
have
could
been
have just
it,
gone with
but-
him.
Yeah, but no, I chose the better one. I chose wisely. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Kids were okay. I'm never gonna have any. I don't want to birth any.
You don't have any kids.
So no.
Huh.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Right.
Especially since, like, we only have 10 years before these ones are out of the house. Why start over?
I hear you.
You know?
I hear
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
And they're good
yeah.
kids.
I mean, I'm a stepdad too, so. Like,
Oh,
I
cool.
feel like the hardest part is, like, I can never break up with my girlfriend. I mean, that's not the hardest part, but. It's
The
like,
hardest. I could never leave this bitch.
but it's like, I wouldn't have visitation rights to, like, my stepdaughter. You know, it's like,
That's
you
how I
get
feel.
so attached to
Yeah.
these kids. You're like, well, if we break up, it's like, oh, fuck you. You have no visitation
Yeah,
rights.
or like my boyfriend's training to be an electrician, and he's like, it's a dangerous job, and I'm like, yeah, I know, don't die, or I'm never seeing these kids again.
Right.
Like,
They're going to go to, like,
what the
her
fuck?
mom's family or something.
Yeah,
you know?
they're gonna go over there, and I'm like, so it's scary. It's more scary than anything else. Not even just for like, I don't like kids, because I love kids.
Yeah.
But it's that, like, I've always been so career focused and career driven, and like, fuck love, fuck marriage. I don't need any. That's the part of my life I'm willing to give up to get where I want to go,
Right.
career wise.
And where does career-wise that you want to be?
Well, I'd love to be a playwright and a comedian. Like,
Do you see
I'm just
yourself
pursuing
moving to
both.
another city to do comedy?
oh yeah, I want to move out of this state.
Where you want to go?
Well, I don't, comedy-wise, I'm not sure. But playwriting, I'd like to be, I want to go to a grad school that's in Minnesota, but it's mostly online, so I'd just go there like 2 weeks out of the year. I like Chicago.
Right.
I like that as a place. They do improv, and I could get back into that. They have
Yeah,
comedy
they have-
there. Like,
That's where all the SNL people started, right? Or a few.
yeah, like Second City.
Is it Groundlings?
The Groundlings,
Okay.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so we'll see. And then, like, New York, maybe someday. That'd be cool, but
I feel like that's a place for
now I have
comedy anyways.
now I have a partner who likes living in Durham and being, like, outside of a big city. And I'm like, but my dreams. Oh, no!
I feel like I want to go to somewhere that's open right now, basically. Now that any place can just get shut
That's it.
down,
Yeah.
now that you can just shut it down whenever you want, I'm like, I gotta go to
Yeah.
like somewhere that hasn't been shut down. This
Well, I mean, it's like the
entire time.
two main hubs, New York and LA, right? For comedy, like, they get shut down all the time. They're the most strict.
I would like to be in Arizona right now. Everything's open in Arizona, and they have a ton of comedy clubs there.
Florida's open too. Which I only say that because I have,
But they-
attachment there, but
Florida wouldn't be terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're open. Las Vegas wouldn't be bad.
yeah, Vegas, right?
Vegas would be great. There's so many people that visit through there.
Are they open?
You could just start throwing a bar show, and it would be fucking packed out. Yeah, they're open.
Okay.
They're doing all their clubs are probably open 100% capacity, which is maybe why the rest of us have to suffer because they go to Vegas, get COVID, and then just bring it home. But
Yeah.
I saw Ty Rivera comment on your YouTube video.
yeah, he's a fan.
How did you get him to do that, honestly? You, like,
He-
talk to him a little bit?
No, because he likes my shit.
Shut up.
I swear to
He
God.
paid
the
for a
fuck
cameo,
up.
and it was just
Tyra
instead
Rivera-
of anything.
Tyra
Like,
Rivera and I have very similar opinions.
Okay, but how did you get intertwined with him? You didn't just, like... That just didn't randomly happen.
I've just been following his stuff on YouTube and stuff.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And I added him on Facebook, and he just started. He was like, "Who the fuck is this?"
Who's the stalker?
Yeah, who's all these crazy people? Not even her, just her, but the other people that are fucking haters too. So
that's cool. That's cool. I was like, whoa. I thought like, oh, he must have messaged him about
I was like, can you please comment? Like a Make-A-Wish type style thing. No, I love Ty Rivera's stand-up and everything. So that's another reason that I would want to live in Vegas, is to be around like a headliner like that. And also, there's other headliners there that I think Chris Doran's funny. There's Jay Hollingsworth is there.
Can I ask something?
what's that?
Totally left field. Not even about what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But I think it's interesting. I want to know your answers. So when like sexual assault or harassment allegations come out against like a comic, not like locally or anything, but like big leagues, you know, like Chris D'Elia, how with all the like underage girls in certain states and like right on the line, but not legal, you know, kind of stuff. He's my favorite. I always called him my future husband, and I was crushed, and I was like, no, I don't want it to be true. But there were a lot of like comics and like especially female comics that I follow being like, none of the male comics are talking about this. None of the men are like saying anything. And it's like, what do you expect to happen when, because obviously women are more sensitive to it, and it's more of like they need to be canceled right away or something needs to be done populace wise. But what do you expect from famous comedians when one of their own is accused of something? I don't expect anything.
It depends.
Yeah?
It depends on, like, I mean, for me, it's like, you can't, I don't know. Like, there's the whole innocent until proven guilty thing, but it's like I judged Bill Cosby right away when there's like 25 women saying, so, I guess, like, how credible the claims seem, and it's like, I'm just a person with my opinion. Yeah. So, like...
That's what I want. I want your opinions on this.
Like, yeah, so it's like...
Yeah.
I mean, so, like, I'm just saying, like, as far as, like, how credible the claim seems, it's like, it's just, like, my opinion. Like, if is it credible or not? And it's like, it's just... Who am I? I'm not a judge. I'm not a jury. So I'm just, like, judging, like, what it seems like. And it's like sexual assault's, like, obviously, like, I don't know, like, one notch below murder. So it's, like, terrible crime. And, but it's like, there has been false claims out there, like, against famous people. But, like, you know, like...
I just think more, like, on the pressure of famous people to comment on what's going on.
I think I think there's a lot of... There's two different situations with Bill Cosby and Chris D'Elia. Whereas Bill Cosby actually sexually assaulted women by drugging them and raping them. Right. Yeah. Whereas Chris D'Elia didn't rape anyone. And I know people will be like, well, if they were underage, that's rape. But that's not. Those girls wanted to fuck him. Right? They definitely wanted to fuck him. So, and maybe it emotionally damaged them later on. And that's on him to say no and deny that. But to say that he sexually assaulted him, like, let's just be honest about the situation. Most guys that I know want to fuck 18-year-olds. And I think that's pretty true. Like, but I don't think a lot of people want to admit it, like, publicly or anything. Just like that, how if you say something online, it means a lot, it follows you more than if you just say it in person. But I think a lot of guys are like, yeah, dude, you fucked her. She was 18? Hell yeah. So, and of course, this guy that fucks thousands of women is gonna he's got to vet them really hard, because like 16, probably young girls will try to hook up with him. So I think that's a situation.
Had I met him, I would have tried.
Yeah, I think a lot of, and do I think it's a terrible thing? I don't really think it's that big of a deal. And I mean,
it's poor judgment.
It's horrible judgment on his part. Like, if I was his friend, I'd be upset. I'd be like, bro, I put my reputation on the line for you. Yeah. I would never do it because I know that you'll be canceled, you know, for doing some shit like that. It's just, you can't do certain things. You can't say the N-word. You know what I mean? It's just like that.
I mean, as far as responsibility, I think your question was, what's the responsibility of their friends to say something publicly?
Yeah, or like other famous, like...
I
don't think they have any responsibility.
Yeah, like, do comics have any kind of responsibility over other comics?
I think...
Just publicly to be like, well, I'm going to jump on the bandwagon and be like, well, that's wrong.
I don't think it means anything, though, because comedy's a solo sport. You book your own spots.
True.
I mean,
you're
yes
not,
and no on that.
Maybe don't have them on your show anymore. At that point, I probably wouldn't. If I was running a show, I would be like, I'm not going to have Crystalia on my show. If that was the booking pool that I was going from. On an even smaller level, if like one of the local comics was like, got accused of rape and I thought it was credible, I probably wouldn't put him on my shows. Would I still be friendly with him? Yeah, I probably wouldn't. That wouldn't be a deal, but maybe I wouldn't do like business with them. Maybe I wouldn't have him on the podcast unless it was like directly to address some shit like
Address
that.
the allegations. That's the new angle.
Which is like
so many views.
If people want to watch, then the audience dictates what should be put out there. So
yeah.
Even if like half the people hate it, like so what?
They're watching.
Yeah.
It's a view count.
Yeah. That was a fun turn.
Anyway, sorry we got heavy. It just
I get
I've been wanting to talk about it. I don't know.
Yeah. I think they owe nothing to nobody, really.
Yeah.
As far as like if it's their best friend that is accused of that, let it play out. Like let the courts play it out, or like civil suits and go from there. Like obviously, I think it's almost just a virtue signal. Just be like, yeah, rape's bad. Like everyone thinks that.
Yeah.
So it's like, they're like, you should disown your friend. It's like, well, that's not how it works. Like if it's just an accusation, like let's see some facts and evidence.
And there's so much with a famous comedian like Crystalia. There's incentive to
no one backed him though. Nobody backed that guy.
It didn't Brian Callen?
No, they didn't talk to him.
No, they didn't back him.
Oh,
they didn't even talk to the guy.
And
then Brian Callen got like his
and then he got hit. Yeah. I have a shirt that is like the political writing where it's like D'Elia and Callen 2020. Brian needs a break. I have that shirt. I still love Crystalia. I can't help it. I know it's bad, but
he hasn't done anything.
As a comic, I like him. As a person, I don't care.
Callen or D'Elia haven't done anything, have they?
No, and here's the I think a lot of comics they get off on this part where they're like, because Brian Callen and Crystalia are a very specific type. They're almost like an alt comedy in a way. Where there's it's so animated and they're up there being goofy and shit, rather than going up there and being deadpan with like, these are my set, you know? So I think that there was a lot of comics that were like, yeah, I never thought they were funny anyway.
There's a lot of people out there that like celebrate someone's downfall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which I'll never do, even if I don't like that person, you know? It's like, damn, that sucks. It's unfortunate. But like, if it's like warranted, then it's like, okay, good, too.
Yeah.
So, on that note, will you pass me a beer?
Yes.
I'll take a beer as well.
So how old are your stepkids?
They are 7 and 10.
7 and...
Yeah, they're at a good age. They could have hated me or they could have loved me, and we're very thankful that they love me.
How old is your boyfriend?
33.
So...
22 and 33.
So wait, your stepdaughter's closer?
I'm exactly in between my boyfriend and my stepson.
Wow.
So you guys are growing up together.
So really, yeah. Taking on a lot more responsibility than I'd planned to at 22. Or 21 when I got involved with him, but...
Hey.
Yeah. We moved into our house all together, like, on my 21st birthday.
Okay.
Or 22nd birthday, not 21st. 22nd.
Your house?
No, I lived in an apartment. No,
gotcha.
I did not bring those people over. No, we're living in a house in Durham, 3-bedroom. It's pretty solid. We got 2 dogs, 2 guinea pigs, 2 kids. We're chilling.
Picket fence?
No.
No?
No, there's no fence. Nope.
Well, that's
no
cool.
garage. It's tiny, but it's our home. I like it.
Okay, hypothetically, this won't happen, right? But
I don't know. What is it?
If your boyfriend cheated on you,
yeah, that's not gonna happen. But
would you like do the cigarette method? You know, like where kids get caught smoking cigarettes, and dad's like, "I got you 5 packs. Now you smoke all these packs until you're sick."
You
bring in
fuck her until your dick hurts.
I got all my friends. You're gonna fuck them all.
You're gonna fuck
until
all
you're
my
sick.
friends.
Would you do that method just to make him like, oh, I'm sorry, this is a bad idea?
No, I've thought about it honestly. I would go hardcore, like silent treatment, hardcore, like victim, just to be a dick, just to be a bitch about it.
I mean, you're not really being a dick.
I would. No, but like, I don't know. I couldn't be the bigger person. That's for sure.
The bigger person's the cigarette method? Or what's
No.
the bigger person?
The bigger person brings somebody else home.
Forgiveness.
Brings another friend home.
Yeah,
Like,
or now it's an open relationship.
Now I get to fuck your friend, right? Like, so I get to go do that. Is that fun? Can I hurt you? No, but
right.
I don't know. I'm so close to being back to being suicidal. Who knows what would happen? TBH.
Eliza O
Good
monologue.
High five moment.
This will be put.
I feel like we all, right? I mean,
she didn't leave a suicide note, but she did this podcast.
I did.
Dad, Mom, if you're listening.
If you're listening, my dad probably will listen. He listened to my dad and my aunt in Minnesota listened to when I was on Jared's podcast. They listened to that whole episode.
I feel like a lot of people did.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. I had like 30 views.
I don't know.
Shout out Jared's podcast.
The link's on my Instagram bio.
We'll leave the link down below.
Oh, sure.
How was it? How was that podcast? What did you guys talk about?
It was good. Oh, geez. Talked about kind of everything. I mean, the
Was
kids
he
and
funnier than us?
boyfriend and... No, you guys are more like...
Thanks.
He was being really professional. You guys are more relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, his podcast is kind of awkward.
Did he make you grab beers?
No, he did not.
He actually poured shots.
He poured the drinks for me.
He had like
that was
expensive
great.
whiskey.
It really was, and I was like, oh, we're just gonna drink it straight. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're like...
You don't have to treat me like one of the boys in this scenario.
Yeah,
I'll take
you
some
can definitely give me a
Coke. Like, yeah.
Coke goes great with whiskey, so...
You got anything else you want to talk about?
I don't really have anything else.
We have 10-ish questions, and only one of us did this exercise, so we have five-ish questions.
Yeah,
Five
we're doing our
questions?
new segment where we each ask you 5 questions.
Oh, okay.
He's
I
gonna
You
riff.
didn't write anything down?
I didn't write anything.
Alright.
I didn't either. Like, I got,
Cool
like,
beans.
these were fan questions.
Oh, from the fans.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. All right, I'll do one, you do one. Sound good? Okay. Eliza, 10 questions.
Yes.
If you had a dick, what's the first thing you do? What would a day with a dick with Eliza be?
Honestly, I would go pee. And that's because I've cleaned so much pee off of my toilet seat that I'm like, it has to be possible to get it in the bowl. Like, it has to be. I want to know that struggle so that when I clean it off, I'm like, I get it. Then I'd probably
It's
fuck
more of the
something.
early... what?
Then I'd probably fuck something.
Right.
We'll see.
Somebody?
Somebody.
Yeah.
More likely somebody.
Would you-
Yeah.
Peg your boyfriend?
No.
No?
Just because I do not think he would enjoy that.
Would you respect him a little less if you pegged him?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. You good.
So when your boyfriend comes to watch you do stand-up,
Yeah.
do you guys talk about your set on the way home?
No. No.
Now you do really well.
I mean, he'll say, like, I did great and stuff. Like,
He's like,
it's
God,
fun.
you got me so fucking
You
hot right now. The way they were laughing.
Well, that's how we met. Like, he just came to open mics.
Okay.
And then I saw him in the audience, and I called him cute from the stage one time, and I went up and talked to him.
So he's kind of like a groupie.
I mean, a little bit, but just for me. Like, I know some of the other girls tried hitting on him.
A groupie would come out to the shows and, like, fuck everybody else.
I want to drop so many names, but I won't.
Not just hook up with one person.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
I'm just saying there are groupies that come out.
Oh, yeah.
And they'll be there tonight.
Yeah, I know
Shout
about
out
it.
And they'll be there
Totally.
tonight, the groupies.
Yeah. Shout out to you, the groupies. I see your old asses.
Old ass.
I know which one he's talking about. That's funny. If you had to have sex to one song for the rest of your life, what song would that be?
Oh, God. What song will pop into my head first? How about that?
Anything by The Greatest Showman.
God, I hate that fucking movie. No. Anything from Hamilton, probably. That's got some bops.
Sing a little bit of a song. I don't know
What
Hamilton.
song? You don't know Hamilton at
No.
all? You
I
have
mean-
homework to do. Windy City Heat and Hamilton.
I mean, I'm definitely watching Windy City. Hey.
Okay, we'll watch Hamilton too. It's good. It's
Okay.
not just theater good. Like, it penetrated, it fucked the world. So, it's good. And no, I'm not going to sing a little bit of it.
Okay, go ahead. Well, let me say this. I would do like...
Go ahead. No.
No, he's
Let me cut you
you
off.
saw in my eyes I had nothing.
Deer in the headlights.
I mean, you never
Alright.
do.
We're going
It's always like a blank stare, so... your boyfriend... anyways, that was his last question. But... so if I had to have sex to one song, it wouldn't be a song, it would be like one of my sets.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I did, like, terrible at, maybe.
Just so that you
so I can have complete silence that I can
alright,
concentrate.
there we go.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, what's the best set you've ever had?
Oh, man.
And where was it?
The best set I ever had. Maybe it was the show I did at Duffy's or the show I did at Naked Lounge when we had that, like, Chico Comedy Festival last, like, a year ago. Exactly.
Lollapalooza?
Yeah. Lollapalooza. What a name. Yes. Yeah, those were just fun shows, fun audiences. It was good.
Did you take? I feel like you took a break when this pandemic kind of started.
I did. Well, the mics weren't happening for a while, and then I wasn't sure if I wanted to go back because I work with people with, weakened immune systems and diabetes and lupus and everything.
They started getting on your nerves, though, and you're like...
Yeah. You gotta say that, too.
I wish I would.
Had to go shit on them.
I wish I would.
No, not at all.
Hey, John, I was out last night. Why don't you come over here?
Yeah.
We'll watch those dishes that you told me to watch.
It's hard because they want to come see me do shows. I'll be like, oh, yeah, I'm doing a show. And they're like, oh, well, come see. And I'm like, I don't think you do. Like, it's not the same person who gets paid to hang out with you. I promise.
Yeah, same thing. Like, my family who's, like, super, super religious.
Yeah.
Like, not my immediate family, but I'll send clips to them. But, like, my aunts and uncles are like, do one clean joke. I'm like, I don't have one.
My family last Christmas, like, a lot of my mom's side came to my grandma's house for Christmas last year, and they wanted me to do comedy. And I was like, okay, I can do a little bit. Like, sure. And I was like, Grandma, can I say dick? Like, I asked permission. I was like, can I say dick?
Shh.
And she was like, yeah, that's no problem. And I was like, all right, cool. You won't let me get a tattoo until you die. But sure, I'll just say dick.
Yeah, you could have just said cock and not had to ask.
I could.
That's one of the reasons why I don't want my family in the audience. It's like,
Yeah.
like, if I talk about, like, some, like a girl being, like, a hoe or something, I don't want my mom to be like, yes, that's right, I was there, I've been a hoe.
That was me.
Yeah.
No, I don't censor my material when my parents do come see my show. I'm just like, you're going to hear what you're going to hear, you know? And my dad knows that. Like, he's come see me more times than my mom has, but she was at the Lollapalooza thing, the Naked Lounge show. And she liked it enough. She acts like fake embarrassed. Like, oh my God, you said that. And I'm like, yes.
Bad girl.
Like, bad. I've done jokes about her too and about my dad, so.
Right.
And I make sure to do those jokes when they're in the audience just to point to him at the end and be like, that was her.
Right.
Yeah.
So what about question number 3?
Yeah, we're on one of those. Okay, if you could go, this is from the fans.
From the fans.
If you could go back in time once, would you rather go back to ancient Rome in time era to see Jesus and find out if that whole religion was legitimate, or would you rather see dinosaurs?
Oh gosh. Dinosaurs.
I knew you were gonna say
Just
that.
because we didn't have fucking religion yet. Less rules, just don't get eaten.
Okay, but here's the thing:
on
if you
the
went back
agenda.
to when Jesus was, like, and you saw, like, okay, it's legit,
Yeah.
and you came back, you couldn't really tell anybody because you'd be like one of those crazy people, right? Everyone that I've ever seen, like, talk about Jesus on the street is, like, crazy.
He's
as fuck.
insane.
Yes. So it's like you couldn't be like, yo, no, it's real, y'all. I went back in time.
It's real.
You would have to keep it to yourself, right?
Yeah, that wouldn't be hard.
Yeah.
I'd have to learn some stuff, I guess. I'd be like, maybe I'll go to church. Like, I met the guy. He was all right, I told him.
The kids are great.
The kids are great. Maybe he'll keep me safe if he sees that I'm doing an okay job.
He's hung.
He's hung. Yeah, let me go back and fuck Jesus.
That was more of a crucifixion joke.
Well,
yeah.
that's where my mind goes. Well.
All right. Go ahead.
Your turn, bud.
This is what bombing feels like, everybody. So what was the worst bomb you've ever had?
Oh, jeez. Probably had to be at the Studio Inn. That's,
It didn't have to be.
the best place. I think it was, though. Like, I don't know. I don't remember that stuff, I guess. I mean, I do, and then, like, I work harder the next time, but it's like, at that point, it's like, that was that, It's gonna happen. I try to accept that as much as possible.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it sucks.
I heard it happens a lot
So sucks.
to people.
It does.
Oh, I wouldn't. Dylan says it happens a lot.
I've had real bombs, though. I've had bombs with, like, hundreds of people out there.
And real comedy clubs.
No, not even at a comedy club. I bombed at comedy clubs, but never with people
the
in the
whole
crowd.
Chico Comedy Scene bombed at Mitch's charity thing
Oh,
in
yeah.
Warville. The casino show?
Yes.
Oh shit. Yeah, they didn't like any of us.
I mean, I have that all on footage.
Oh, you do? That's right.
I do. I actually, my
crazy.
my thing, it wasn't the worst that I've ever done. It wasn't good,
Yeah.
but I've done much worse. That doesn't even
Oh,
make.
here we go.
That
Not
doesn't
even
even
top
make
10.
Really,
that
no rock bottom
maybe,
yet.
no, it probably isn't top 10 of worst bombs I've had.
Damn.
Okay, that was your lame question. All right, again from the fans. In your opinion, why do you think the Jews faked the Holocaust?
Oh,
That's weird, right? It's a weird question from the fans.
in my opinion. Why are you faking that you have fans?
This is what the fans asked. I don't know. This is weird.
That's such a propaganda question that no comment.
No comment.
No comment.
She must have some real information that she's not willing to
I
share.
do. Remember, I went back in time.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it off air.
We'll talk about it.
Like, we heard that you were a huge, like, Holocaust denier. That's, like, I think that's why the fans...
Oh, definitely. Yes,
wrote that,
they
so.
know that. I have a cousin who died in a...
We can redo that Holocaust question.
Oh, good. Can we?
No, we'll just keep it going.
Let's
We're
redo
still-
that. Let's redo that question.
The audio's all good.
Okay, go ahead. What's your question?
How do you feel? Do you think that getting drunk before sets helps or hurts you?
I think there's a sweet spot that you got to take time to find.
Yeah.
Because definitely, like, going up 100% sober, like, I get in my nerves so much that that's not super helpful. But being too drunk is like, well, now I don't know what I'm saying next, and I'm going to have a weird pause that I'm going to have to take more time to recover throughout the set. But,
Yeah.
yeah, I've had sets like that where I'm like, oh, I'm too drunk now. This is fun. Will I stop drinking? No. But here you go.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I'll get too drunk and I'll start, like, saying something, and then I'm thinking of something else. And then, like, I start commenting on the thing I'm thinking about, and they're like, the audience doesn't know what the fuck I'm
Yeah.
trying to relate. So, I've been there.
Yeah.
all
It's
time.
harder to connect those dots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I'll just, like, start fucking with the audience. It's never
Yeah.
good, right?
I'm not as good when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
So it's like, I can have, 2 or 3 drinks, and then that's like...
You know what the catch-22 is? Is, like, when you find that sweet spot,
Yeah.
you always have to be in that sweet spot.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's probably better to do it sober so you can just get used to doing it sober. And that can be your, like, mainframe. Because, like, it's easy to drink over that sweet spot.
Yeah.
You know?
I think, like, the sweet spot is there for, like, normal nights. But, like, if I really don't know what I'm going to say up there, then I like to be more sober. But if I'm like, I got it down, I'm prepping for a show, I'm going to do the set that I'm going to do next week or something at the show, then I could be a little more drunk and be like, let's just see what comes out, because I know most of it works, so then we can play around a little bit with it more.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last question from you have one more,
From
right?
the fans.
No, go ahead. Wrap it up. We gotta wrap this up. We gotta get
Okay.
out of here.
Yeah.
What is your favorite physical feature about me?
About you?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never thought about it before. Believe it or not.
No, the
Has
fans.
not crossed my mind.
You are good at acting.
Oh boy. I don't know. Let's take a look at you. I was noticing the beard that's kind
Drinking.
of there, kind of not, I like your nose. Good nose.
Dude.
I'm envious of noses. I
Are
don't
you
like
going to
mine.
talk about this with your boyfriend?
I don't know.
It might have to.
Might have to. That might be a point that I've crossed. How dare you talk about his nose?
You never talked about my nose.
Never talk about it.
You got anything else?
I got nothing else. I think let's call it.
All right.
Can I plug my pluggables?
Sure.
That's what my favorite podcast host, Robert Evans, says. Find me on Instagram at Eliza O Comedy. Follow for that shit. Don't follow my personal one. And don't friend me on Facebook. That's it. Thanks.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Had
This was fun.
I just got a text from Kevin. He's trying to cancel the mic.
Is he?
Right now?
Yeah.
Why?
He said it's been dead all day.
Oh, no.
Well, that's what he said.